The illusion of the inclusion. Oh my goodness. As Malcolm X said, you have the wolf and you have the fox. And boy, oh boy, did we get some fox verbiage today, okay? Did we get some fox audio recently? And who I'm talking about is Julianna Margulies. I believe that's her name, her last name anyway. And she goes on to just get really comfortable. And you have to understand, when people get comfortable, that's when they show who they truly are. That's where you get beautiful, delicious audio sound bites, such as "They're with the blacks" and things like that. And in this audio, I'm not going to cover it all. There's a lot of drivel within this audio, but I have to cover just a few points. I just want to cover a few, not too many, okay? First and foremost, she is disheartened, okay? Completely broken by the lack of support by all of the black community. Mind you, all of the black community. She said all of us, all black people, okay? The black community, she didn't say some, she didn't say a few, she said all, okay? All, hasty generalization, but all black people, and not supporting, okay? Not supporting us, not supporting what's going on in Israel right now. I can't believe this, okay? I can't believe it. It's this je ne sais quoi, uppity, righteous indignation that just penetrates the air when she's talking. The white liberal, you know how they are. And she's just confused why this is happening, because this confusion stems from how the Jews fought for black people. Okay? She goes on to say that, hey, we died for their cause. That's what happened.
The Jews were the ones that walked side by side with the blacks to fight for their rights, because they know. And now the black community isn't embracing us and saying, we stand with you the way you stood with us. Jews died for their cause. Where's the history lesson in that? Who's teaching these kids? Because the fact that the entire black community isn't standing with us, to me, says either they just don't know, or they've been brainwashed.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Let's, God, if I had sleeves, I'd roll them up. Let's tackle that, because I don't know where this came from. I've been doing some due diligence, looking into history, and I don't know where this belief, as far as the Jewish community, had the backs of the black people. That's never been the case. Never. You maybe have a few who were like, when it comes to NAACP or civil rights, but there was never a resounding support of civil rights or NAACP or anything as far as that would benefit black people as a whole from the Jewish community. In matter of fact, there was a poll done by the New York Times, 19-something, can't remember. But in fact, majority of the Jewish people were hesitant to as far as civil rights for black people. They were hesitant because they were fearing a backlash due to their support. They didn't want a white backlash of white supremacists. Okay, that's why they were like, they rah in silence. And when it comes to the Holocaust, bro, I wish white America would treat the Holocaust the same way they treated slavery. Everyone was slaves, right? Isn't that what they say? Everyone was slaves. Black people were slaves. White people were slaves. Okay. I love how they loved everybody slave, right? What about is when we're talking about America? They love to bring on everybody. It was a practice. Yeah. Sure. Let's have that same sentiment for the Holocaust. Because guess what? Black people died in the Holocaust. Okay, Juliana or Julia, whatever your name is. I hope you understand that there was actual black soldiers who freed the Jews from Nazi concentration camps, that liberated your people. You should be thanking us right now. Matter of fact, the Jewish people should be in the forefront when it comes to reparations for black Americans who are descendants of slaves. And I don't hear nothing. That's correct. I hear crickets. That's what I hear from y'all, okay? So you can miss me with this nonsense, and to put the cherry on top of this stupid Sunday, I usually wait for the end of the video, but we got to put this in the forefront. We got to put this in the beginning. You want to know how she goes on to say her support for black people, what she did personally? I kid you not. This woman on this podcast goes on to say, you know what I did? I put a black screen in support of George Floyd. That's what I did.
I'm the first person to march for Black Lives Matter. When that happened to George Floyd, I put a black screen on my Instagram. Like I ran to support my black brothers and sisters.
Lord, ooh, Jesus. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you on that one. In support and protesting and standing with black people, you put a black screen on Instagram. Is that what you did, boo-boo? Yes, wow. Goodness gracious. I can see you are just a beacon of hope and prosperity for the black people. You are the representation of what we think of when we think of black ally. Well, you're going to go down the history books for that one, boo-boo. If you don't miss me with this nonsense, if you don't miss me with this fragility talk that she is spewing out of her mouth, she continues on with this rant and saying, hey, when have Jewish people ever oppressed? When have Jewish people ever oppressed?
When have we ever oppressed? Ever?
You go to Israel, the blacks are just treated like dogs.
And are the black Jews less than the white Jews?
100%, 50, 100%.
And is that right?
Now, I don't know what it is with some individuals. I really don't. Maybe they just have a short-term memory lapse. Maybe they just, repress certain memories. But I'm not even going to bring up what y'all did to Ye and what he said. I'm not even going to bring up what y'all did to Irving. I'm not even going to bring up what y'all did to Ilhan Omar. I won't even bring that up, okay? That's old news, right? I won't even bring up Elon because he's not one of us, but I won't even bring that up. Oh, and just to show you good faith, I'm not even going to bring up as far as your role in the slave ships. I'm not even going to bring up as far as your role in the slave trade. I'm not even going to bring that up, right? That's water under the bridge. What I'm going to talk about is currently right now in modern time. Okay, you want to talk about when have the Jews ever oppressed? You're doing oppression right now. Okay, with our culture. Well, it's not our culture. It's an outlier of our culture that you've managed to commercialize to the detriment of our people. Think about that. You managed to use us to destroy us. That's some sick stuff. And we even have it on documentation. We have it on record, right? You have, what's his name, Lion Cohen, who went on the Breakfast Club and was like, listen, I got mouths to feed.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that? Don't you think that's hypocritical though? You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed.
So yes, very much so. You are oppressing people right now. And I don't even have to go overseas to Israel and Palestine. I don't even have to go over there, boo-boo. I can go right here in USA. That's what I can do. You absolutely are. 100%. Feeding poison to my people. Okay? Making our women feel less than. Making our men feel emasculated. And then worse, you do the opposite. You do the two extremes. Either we're trash and nothing, or hey, we're monsters. Okay? Hey, this is what a man is. And you have managed to poison this generation, that generation, and you keep on poisoning because why? You don't care. You're wicked, evil. I'd say you have a lineage of evil. Anyone who would purposely poison a group of people, because you poison a group of people and then you allow everyone else, all your media stations and your networks to then vilify us for the poison you put in our communities. And then you put in laws and regulations to assist us and help us. But then in how you execute it, how it's enacted, hurts us again. It's a cycle of harm. You're an abuser. That's what you guys are. I hope you guys understand that. You're an abuser. This is when we get to the peak of the audio, where she's talking about a group of black feminists on Columbia campus, and they put out posters talking about no Jews allowed. Now, I happen to do some due diligence, right, to look up these posters, and it turns out that was a lie. That's correct, because in the poster at the very, very bottom, it says no Zionists allowed.
This black lesbian club on Columbia campus, and they put signs up that said no Jews allowed. I want to say to them, you fucking idiots. You don't exist. Like, you're even lower than the Jews. A, you're black, and B, you're gay.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Now, tick tock, riddle me this, Batman. Are you saying that all Jews are Zionists? Because I very much am aware of Jewish people who happen to disagree with that sentiment, 100%, that make a very clear division between Zionists and actual Jews. So I just find that interesting that she happened to combine the two. And then she goes on to say that, hey, you want to talk about colonizing? She goes on to, Lord, the privilege in her sentiment, the privilege in her statement. She goes on to say that, hey, we should all leave America because the Native Americans owned America.
Is that these kids are calling Jews colonialists? If you're going to go with that argument, kids, then get the fuck out of America.
Right.
Because you were not here first.
Right.
Native Americans were here, and you owe them a big fucking apology and move the fuck out.
Yeah, we're the biggest occupier of all.
We? We.
I'm sorry, boo-boo. I don't know what they're teaching you in school or what they taught you in school when you were in school. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe the T-Rex who was the assistant principal may have messed up a few papers, okay? I'm sure the raptor alongside of you who you're probably cheating from probably messed up a few essays here and there. But some black people were already here. That's correct. We were already here before the transatlantic slave trade. But with that, you have to understand, we didn't come here willingly. We were forced here. So the people who did all this, I believe, right here, right in the country. I know it's rude to point, but so what are you talking about? We need to leave. Boo-boo. The only people who would be packing up and leaving would be the people of the Caucasus Mountains. I have to say, this recipe of ignorance and privilege, it is a recipe for disaster. And these individuals just drink it nonstop. And then they want to play the blame game on us. I just, like I said, we have become the soccer ball for the country, okay? We become the football for the country, where everybody blames us. They kick us around. Blame this, bam. Something that's going, inflation, because of black people. Hey, my property is gone down. Black people, freaking BLM, rah. Everything, bro. The president, black people voted for them. What? Israel, what's going on over there? Hamas, Palestine, black people, why don't they? Bro, how about you all leave us alone? How about you get the foot off of our neck and you stop with the anti-black propaganda that y'all are promoting on all your social media accounts, all right, on the airwaves? How about that? So that way we can actually rebuild. Because it's very hard. I don't know if you've ever tried to build something while someone's trying to punch you. It's a little hard to rebuild the community while someone is punching at you, okay? While you have other people who are shooting at you. While you have other individuals who are trying to falsely arrest you. So it's a little hard to rebuild when we have all of these external and internal forces that you caused. And I know, more excuse, right? I just find it so interesting. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. But I guess reasons are only for white people in this country. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, Lucas, you got it all wrong. What, you always making it racial. What's wrong with you? You always making it racial. She said some very serious things that's going on in the community. And you know what? We got to protect Israel. That's what we got to do, okay? And just stop with this race baiting. Or if you have believe, listen, I'm not making it racial. I'm just making an observation. It's as simple as that. I don't care as to what's going on in Israel and Palestine and the Gaza Strip and all that. All I know is they keep on getting a blank check. While in the meantime, you tell black people, hey, we don't have any money for reparations. So that's really where my support begins and ends. That's how that works, okay? If you happen to disagree, well, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which are typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in if you dare, and we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. I expect some fragility. I expect, hey, you're anti-Semitic. Do you even know what Semitic? I'm not even gonna get into that. All that fun stuff. I hope you all do it. And until next time, be amazing.
A, you're black, and B, you're gay.